So welcome back to the channel. This is my haunted house part 2. So it all started about 6 years ago. My son was 4 at the time, and we were living here. Well, we're still living here. And I went to work, and we were hauling trash to the dump. While we were at the dump, I ended up finding a box that had a Ouija board in it. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I hadn't seen a Ouija board in a long time, so I took it with me. I decided I wasn't going to use it. I wasn't going to play with it. I just wanted to bring it home with me to display it or do something cool with it. And that ended up turning out to be a pretty bad idea. The way things got started here was one afternoon. It was 7:30 in the evening. My son was in my bedroom taking a nap, and I had a couch right here. I was laying down on the couch watching TV. I had the window open to the kitchen, so some light was coming in, and I heard him wake up, walk down the hall. I saw him. I didn't actually see him, but I saw his shadow coming from the hallway into the kitchen and behind the bar. And I thought, okay, he's gonna try to sneak out from behind the bar and scare me. So I quietly rolled off the couch and I crawled to the edge of the bar, and I looked around the corner to surprise him, and he wasn't there. So I got up, I walked down the hallway. It was dark in my bedroom, and I checked, and he was laying there fast asleep. So first it was seeing his shadow, and then I started hearing noises here in the house. At night I'd hear like somebody was walking on the ceiling, not on the roof of the house, on the ceiling. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. I called my mom and I asked her if she'd heard anything like that here in the house. She said no. She told me it was probably birds on the roof. I don't think there'd be birds walking on the roof of the ceiling at midnight. No, this was distinctly inside the house. It was on the ceiling. Well, one morning I woke up, I was laying in bed, and I could hear the chair move from underneath the table. Those little things like that I would hear around the house. Until one night I was in here watching TV. My son was asleep. This was around 10:30, and I heard somebody walking down the hallway. I thought maybe it was my kid. Maybe I accidentally woke him up. I went to go check, and he was asleep. I walked back into the living room, and I could hear pacing back and forth in the hallway. I thought maybe at first I was hearing things, but this was happening every night. Every night you could hear walking back and forth in the hallway, and it didn't sound like a person was wearing shoes. It sounded like they were barefooted. Well, one weekend a buddy of mine came down to visit me from Midland, and you know who you are. We were watching TV, and he was like, dude, I think we woke your kid up. I can hear him walking down the hall. I told him, no, it's not my kid. Go get up and go look for yourself. And he did, and sure enough, my kid was still asleep. Besides the walking, we'd hear other things too. One night I was in my bedroom, I was cleaning, and my son was in his bedroom playing. And this was around 9 o'clock at night, and we heard 3 loud bangs on the wall. Well, my son freaked out and ran into my bedroom to see what the hell was going on, and I thought maybe it was somebody was knocking outside on trying to get our attention. So I looked outside, and there was nobody there. The next night my son was in his playroom, and I was in my bedroom watching TV. It was around the same time, and there were again 3 loud bangs on the wall. I immediately got up, walked outside to see if anybody was messing with us, and there's nobody around the house. A couple of days later, I got out of work. It was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My son was in daycare. I was going to go pay bills before I went to go pick my kid up. I came to the house. I got all my bills together. I was sitting on the couch doing my bills, and I heard three loud bangs on the wall, and I heard a little kid laughing. Now, at that time, there wasn't little kids that lived around us. There was one, and he lived behind us, but he was in school. So there's that. That gave me chills.